Today's Parliament session was completed in under 2 hours, with 6 bills passed in total, 5 unanimously and 1 by government majority, with the support of the 2 opposition independent members. The Disability Bill 2017, described as a modern piece of legislation, saw the most debate. The Minister for Equality, Samantha Sacramento, said it had been a personal journey, adding the bill modelled on the UN Convention aimed to promote, protect and ensure the rights of people with disabilities.
Historically, disability legislation has been an area of law which has been overlooked. The existing Equal Opportunities Act 2006 is specific to employment-related matters alone. The Disabled People Act 1992 is outdated and fails to meet the demands of a modern and inclusive society, such as the one that this government is building. For this reason, we have decided to repeal the Disabled People Act 1992 and instead publish this new modern piece of legislation which aims to create an equal playing field in all aspects of society for people with disabilities.
Certain concerns were raised by the GSD opposition and the 2 independent members, mainly that the legislation does not go far enough in terms of the rights and the protection, and the issue of the wording, as far as reasonably possible, which appears on 17 occasions. The implication of this and who would determine what was reasonable was raised, with the Chief Minister explaining the legal concept of reasonableness, with Minister Sacramento saying it was not a get-out clause, but standard language used. In respect of the Law Commission, a group which will consider reforms of law and related issues, the government said it would be comprised of 6 members: the Attorney General, the Minister and 4 commissioners. The GSD's Elliot Phillips welcomed that the group would firstly be tasked with reviewing sentencing guidelines. Mr. Phillips cautioned this was not an exact science and a degree of common sense had to be used. He also suggested that the composition of the Commission be expanded to include other members. Structural changes to the Health Authority were also discussed as part of the Medical Amendment Bill, which sees a new role of Medical Director replacing that of CEO. The GSD's Roy Clinton said he had difficulty with the changes, as historically both roles had distinct functions.
But I don't see how the medical director, as a doctor, is going to necessarily have the skills or the experience to run a hospital in the way that a CEO would have to.
It refers us to the UK NHS as an example as to why we in Gibraltar should also have a CEO. Again, in my estimation, precisely the wrong example. He has read, surely, in the newspapers in the UK, the black alerts. So if I'm going to take an example of a healthcare system, it will, unfortunately, and it does pain me to say this, will not be from the NHS.
Parliament will next convene on Wednesday the 26th of July at 3 p.m.